Hey y'all, I am going to start a vinegar with my apple scraps. These are from a test batch of apple, just apples that I canned. We had space in the canner for 6 jars. So I want to do a test of apples, and I don't want to throw out all these apples. So I want to try and make apple cider vinegar, homemade. So we start with some apples. This is the peelings and the cores. Next, I'm going to add some water, and this is a mother that I have. It's called a SCOBY. And I have this from a prior orange peel recipe that I made. So this is the vinegar here, and then the SCOBY's there. So we're just gonna get it started with this. I probably didn't even need that much. Then we'll fill it the rest of the way with water. So the biggest problem with making homemade vinegar is that your fruit will float to the top and it can get moldy. So you want to sink it down with something. Now obviously I can't put a plate in here because this is smaller than a plate would be. So what I'm gonna do is get a cheesecloth to cover this with, rubber band around it so that it can breathe. I always use a wooden spoon, personal choice there. And you can see my little SCOBY floating right there. It will start working on the sugars in this, and this will start bubbling, and it'll have sugars. It'll start eating the sugars, and then once it does that, it'll start turning into like a vinegar. There you go. Could have got it a little bigger. Gave myself a little more allowance there. Also, you could just use an old t-shirt, which I've done plenty of times. Old piece of scrap fabric. Just to keep the bugs out, and then you're gonna want to stir it every day. Put it in an area where it's not gonna get any sunlight. And before you know it, a few weeks, you will have apple cider vinegar.